Hi, Janelle here with Sheep Hill Herbs. I'm an artist and an herbalist, and I'm really happy that you're here today. And I don't think it was an accident if you found me for the first time. So hello, thanks for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to know when to harvest your black walnut hulls. I get this question a lot, and there's you can't really mess it up, but there is a prime, probably best time, and I will show you how to figure that out. So let's get started. So I'm going to ask you to do a few things before I get to the meat of the video, and that is to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell button. And also, before you leave this channel, go down to my description and check out my links. So videos, I make these videos for free. There are commercials, I think, on some of my videos that have high views. I do not get paid for that. YouTube does. They have changed a lot with YouTube, so most of the advertising is YouTube monetary advertising. But when you click on links that I have in my description, you help to support my channel. And I usually have my Etsy link, my Etsy shop as my first link. That takes you to my store where I have some herbal products and some art. You can get my free newsletter by going over to my website and signing up by going on my contact page. Any other link down below, I have herbal links for Mountain Rose herbs, all kinds of stuff. Check it out. Take some time. Look at that. So let's get started with black walnut and harvesting the hulls. Okay, here is a black walnut tree, and it is not a very large one. It is one that I do collect from, but I have a big old one at a friend's property that I usually collect from. Mine are a little bit young and skinny. That's okay though. Some trees, that one isn't looking as good. But sometimes you can still get nice fruit, and it seems like a really good year for black walnut because this tree usually does not have as many fruits as it does. So I'm expecting a lot of black walnut. I begin to collect some hulls, and I call these the hull. This is the nut, this is the green hull part that I'm using for medicine. Inside is another shell, a very hard outer shell for the walnut, and inside of that is the meat. I do not get that far. I just use the green hull part, and I have to cut it off with a sharp knife. I'm going to film the ground, and there are no hulls on the ground. So they are not ripe yet. It doesn't mean you can't use them. I have used them at this point. But what I want to do is wait until you start to see them drop. And when I'm like getting ready for black walnut season, I have to look pretty often because I want to collect the hulls when they drop and they have no marks whatsoever. You don't want any of the hulls when they start to get black or have been bit into or eaten, because they do start to break down. The other thing you can do is go to your tree and you can just shake a limb a little bit. If one falls, it's ripe. Just like an apple or a peach tree, it's ripe and ready to go. But what I normally do, once they start dropping, you can't stop it. They just drop. I'm gonna flip back around. Once they start dropping, they just drop like crazy, and I'll go out and start gathering them right away once they drop so that they're nice and have no marks on them. I'll rinse them off before I cut them up to make tincture. And it's very much like you're checking your garden. Don't you check your garden on a regular basis? Are the tomatoes ripe enough? Did the cucumbers get big enough? So it's the same kind of principle. The weather, the factors in the environment do kind of change the time of gathering. So it is mid-August. It's actually a little bit more than past mid-August. And I would say end of August, early September is usually when I begin collecting. And then into September, a few weeks into September, and actually into late September, you can still have super ripe hulls, very ripe. I don't like to wait too long because I don't want them to start breaking down and getting the black spots and getting, you know, worked into. If they're still on the tree, they're still going to be good. But it is kind of like you want to just take the time to look at your tree, look at what's happening, and be ready. I already have my tincture bottles. I already have my quart glass jars. I already have my vodka. I'm ready because when they drop, I want to get it, harvest. I want to turn it into a tincture right away. I'm not going to keep that in the house. I'm not going to keep that in my shop because the hulls will start to overripe, just like a peach would or an apple. You want to use them right away. So I hope this video was helpful, and I would love to have you come back again. Thank you, and bye for now.